following is a presentation of Yankton Baseball on KYNT, your home team for Yankton Athletics. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Hy-Vee, Dakota Beverage, The Boathouse, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, the UPS Store, First Dakota National Bank, Yankton Medical Clinic, FNBO, Avera, Olson's Pest Technicians, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, First Chiropractic Centers, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Dole Distributing, Missouri River Associates, Vision Real Estate, Mason Schramm and the Move Group, MT&RC Smith Insurance, and Vision Care Associates. Now we go live to the field for Yankton Baseball on KYNT.
On the stream, and now hello in Streamland on KYN TV. Thank you for joining us. There's a little audio issue for you guys at the start there, but hey, first game in almost a week and a half, so we're working out the kinks here on KYN TV, I guess. But it's a lot of fun. Should be a great game today. It's the opening of two games today for Yankton. They bookend a little event, I guess, is the way to describe it today. Yankton will play Sioux Falls Post 15 East and West today. East and West will also take on Dakota Valley at certain points today here at Riverside Field. I believe the schedule for today is Yankton versus East, East versus Dakota Valley versus West, and then West versus Yankton. East and West won't play each other. Yankton and Dakota Valley won't play each other. But just a nice little get some teams together and play some baseball here on a Tuesday morning and afternoon.
Yeah, once again, just another one of these kind of days or however you want to put it, of just a series of teams playing each other, and you'll see that throughout the day. Like you said, Yankton, just like the Lewis and Clark Classic a week or so ago, getting the first game and the last game here today.
Should be a lot of fun, as always, at Riverside Field. This is your Hy-Vee pregame show, Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Brayden, Butler, and Josh Boelter with you today in your Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express broadcast booth. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling either hotel direct. I believe both these teams were in action this past weekend at the Dakota Classic. Yankton went 2-2 in pool play, did not advance out of their pool, Josh. And the big game from this past weekend was the only one that counted towards Legion standings. They fell to Pierre 2-0 in their first game. That was between Post 8 and Post 12. So that is obviously the big one, and it was a 2-0 loss. Just the bats not really able to get going in that one for Yankton this past weekend.
And that was the problem. You look at the end of the Lewis and Clark Classic there against Seward in the semifinal. Bats just struggled to get going. Danberg for Pierre pitched an incredible game, only giving up 2 hits. And even with Yankton's best guy in the mound and Sam Goki just not able to come out with a win, like you said, in a low-scoring ball game.
And Sam Goki, obviously the 2 runs given up, but had a couple strikeouts, didn't give up too many hits. He pitched per par for Sam Goki. That's what you expect out of Sam Goki, and it just ended up not being enough in the end. They ended up going 2-2. Bats did come back a little bit in their 2 wins. I believe they scored 18 combined runs between those 2 wins. I don't have the number in front of me right now, but Bats did come back for Yankton in the end there. But now they're trying to get it back going in Legion play. Both these games will count towards the Legion standings today, and we'll talk about those Legion standings when we come back here on KYNT and KYN TV. This is Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball. We're back in 3 minutes on your Hy-Vee pregame show.
Looking for the perfect pair of glasses? At Vision Care Associates, we've got you covered. Step into our showroom and discover our vast selection from timeless classics to the latest trends. With several styles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect match for your look. Experience personalized service and expert care, whether you need help finding the right frame or adjusting your new glasses for the perfect fit.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists. Shop the sales and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Ready to build your next project, but can't get anyone to show up or even give you a quote? Call John Kopp, owner of Kopp Building Innovations. He will show up and he will make sure you are happy with your project. Trust in Kopp Building Innovations. KBI is an authorized WIC builder offering custom solutions. Whether you need a residential garage, an agricultural pole barn, or a commercial building, we will work with you. For more information or to get a quote, visit koppbuildings.com.
Spring is here and the games are just getting started. From baseball season in full swing to NHL and even golf, At the Bar has it all on. Add in local matchups and more, and there's always a game worth watching. With TVs everywhere and a welcoming hometown feel, it's the perfect place to kick back and enjoy the game. So bring your friends, settle in, and be part of the crowd, where every cheer feels a little louder and every moment a little better together. You can watch the game anywhere, but the real fans gather at the bar in downtown Yankton.
Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton is a proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles. Hi, this is Whitney Devine. If you're looking for protection that fits your life, call me or Travis. We make coverage simple. Whether it's your home, car, or farm, we take time to understand your needs and find the right plan at the right price. You'll get personal service, trusted advice, and peace of mind knowing we're right here in Yankton. Call Midwest Insurance Agency in Yankton today to schedule your appointment.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Coming into today's games for Yankton, they currently rank 4th in the Legion standings. This is through yesterday's games, so I doubt any games got played already this morning, considering it's 10:37 a.m. on a Tuesday, but if they did, they would be affected. But
you know what they say about the early bird, my man.
It gets the worm, and someone's trying to get a win today. But looking at the standings right now, still pretty much early doors in the Legion season. We got another month of the year still to go, just a couple weeks into the Legion year. But Brookings is the top seed in the class right now at 3-1, 42.75 seed points. Brayden Valley second at 4-2. Yankton, one of those 2 losses for Brayden Valley, and also one of those 4 wins as they split a doubleheader earlier this year. Sioux Falls West third at 7-3, with Yankton fourth at 4-2. Renner rounds out the top 5, also at 7-3. You got a host of teams with 4 wins right outside the top 5. Harrisburg Gold, Rapid City Post 320 and Post 22 right there, and Mitchell as well. Sioux Falls East, who Yankton will take on in game number 1 today, currently 14th in the class with a 4-6 record. So that's what you're looking at today. But despite having a 4-6 record, 38 seed points, this is traditionally a very good Sioux Falls East team. Sioux Falls Post 15, East and West. I know they split up between the 2 teams, but east side of town, I got to remember this off the top of my head. East side of town, you're getting more Lincoln and Washington, I believe, which are both pretty good programs. And then obviously west side of town, you're getting Jefferson and Roosevelt, who I believe both Jefferson and Roosevelt, I believe, made the state tournament this year. I know Jefferson did for sure. I don't know if Roosevelt did with them for the high school season, but that's traditionally how those teams get split up for the Legion year.
Yeah, and once again, going to see both those teams today. Obviously, West later tonight, but East, like you said, looking to rebound a little bit here. But both these teams playing a lot of squads, obviously not necessarily in their class here, where they're playing teams from different states and whatnot. So not really impacting the standings so far, but we'll see what they can do today against each other.
Just to give you an idea of that, obviously last week at the Lewis and Clark Classic, we called games against Blair and Seward out of Nebraska. Just this past weekend at the Dakota Classic, Yankton played Columbus out of Nebraska, Kindred out of North Dakota. So, yeah, a lot of teams from a lot of different places getting some play time. as of late, but this is where the Legion season, I think, really starts to take shape. I know there's still a couple weekend classics for the 4 post 12 before the end of the year. The Gopher Classic over in Minnesota, chief among them later on in July. But at your standings review, courtesy of Rhonda Westland at State Farm Insurance. The Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. We're going to go back to break here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. When we come back, we're talking your key stats and your keys to the game when we return. This is Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYN-TV. We're back in 3 minutes.
The Boathouse in Yankton is for everyone. They have axe throwing, sports simulators, skee ball, shuffleboard, beanbags, pool, and darts, plus awesome drinks with lots of cold craft beers, seltzers, wines, and great non-alcoholic options. Try their burgers, pizza burgers, wings, fish, chicken strips, and more. Check out trivia on Tuesdays, free axe throwing tournaments on Wednesdays, and live music on Fridays. Some say it's the most fun you can have on land, so head to the Boathouse, downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages.
Being wiser means peace of mind, especially when it comes to your home's comfort. Today's heating and cooling systems are advanced with technology designed to work smarter. Peace of mind means knowing the company you call understands that technology and has the experience to get it right. For nearly 80 years, Kaiser Heating and Cooling has been trusted with knowledgeable technicians and a commitment to doing the job right. So be the wiser and go with Kaiser Heating and Cooling in Yankton.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Credit union people are my people. Dreaming big, keeping life simple. Saving smart, living free at Explorers Credit Union. You're just like me. We chart new trails, we stand tall. Together we rise, together we call. Credit union people are my people, it's true. And I found my crew at Explorers CU. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit explorerscu.com to join the journey today.
There's a difference when a convenience store is locally owned, and you feel it the moment you stop at Triple Time Rudy's. You'll get great quality fuel to keep you on the move, plus local and regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner Lockers. It's the kind of place that's convenient and connected to your community. Conveniently located at 17th and Broadway, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling your community.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can! For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Time for your Stats and Focus, courtesy of Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. They're over on Fox Run Parkway, or you can call them at 605-665-2020. Looking at the stats here, with a recent update in our ability to get stats, Josh. We can actually have stats from both teams. I assume you have Yankton's up over there.
Yes, I do. And looking at it here, Brayden, as a team, Yankton hitting .265. That OBP just a hair under 400. An OPS at .733, slugging at .335. They've knocked in 71 runs so far in the Legion season. Walked 65 times, struck out 76 times. As a team here. Their stolen base percentage, they've attempted 28 of those, successful on 25 of those attempts at a clip for 89.3% on that sense. So looking at that for there. As for the pitching side of things, with this here, they're 9-4, obviously. One save as a team. I'm trying to find the team already. There are a lot of things to scroll here through. Brayden, if I'm being honest with you, that ERA at a 2.52, the WHIP at 1.42 with that as well. Batting average against at 2.30.
And looking at the team stats for Post 15 East out of Sioux Falls, they got a 279 batting average as a unit, on-base percentage at 431, OPS of 786, 121 total hits as a team, 20 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 121 total runs scored. As for the pitching unit, it is Jacob Madsen who has the most innings pitched on the season at 17. We don't have a starting lineup yet for either team, so I don't know who will be on the mound to start things off, but figured that should be of note. Giving up 116 runs as a unit, 103 strikeouts, a 5.8 ERA, a 1.997 whip. Batting average allowed of 301 for Sioux Falls East's pitching staff. So we'll see how everything shakes out today, but those are your stats in focus, courtesy of Vision Care Associates. We're going to go back to break here on your Hy-Vee pregame show. When we come back, then we're talking keys, key to the game, and key player in this one. That's coming up in 3 minutes here on KYNT, KYN-TV.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Life doesn't slow down for injuries, and neither should your care. With Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, you can be seen quickly, Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. No referrals, no long waits, just experienced, highly trained surgeons ready to help you heal and get back to what you love. And because we live right here in Yankton, your care stays close to home. I'm Dr. Jeremy Kudera, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
In Yankton, community means everything, and at Wilson Trailer, it's the heart of what they do. They're more than manufacturers, they're your neighbors. From sponsoring the Bucks and Gazelles to supporting the next generation of farmers and builders, they're proud to give back to the place they call home. For over a century, Wilson Trailer has stood strong, steady, and rooted in community. Because when Yankton thrives, we all move forward. Wilson Trailer in Yankton. Learn more at wilsontrailer.com.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. It's time for keys here on your pregame show. We'll start with your key player of the game, courtesy of Missouri River Associates. Their office is local. They know you by name, and your home, auto, and family are important to them. For the first time in a little bit, I think they only missed about a week here officially. I think it was during the Lewis and Clark Classic, but it looks like Gavin Johnson's going to be back out there behind the plate today, Josh, and it's good to see him back out there for Yankton Post 12.
Yeah, it came up a little gingerly in a play in that late-night game Friday night of the Lewis and Clark Classic, but now back in the swing of things here and getting the start today behind the plate and going to bat leadoff this morning.
It should be good to see him back out there. I know when initially none of us are doctors. Head coach Drew Lawrence told me as much when he was up here during a break before the post-game coach interview, but they were worried that it could take him out for up to a month. It was just, it could be super short, could be a month. We're just hoping he's back, right? Is the kind of consensus there. So to see him back pretty quickly and ready to go behind the plate is a good thing for Yankton Post 12. Your keys to the game now, courtesy of Vision Real Estate. Visit igotvision.com. 3 keys today. First and foremost, pitching, and you got a good pitcher on the mound for game number 1. Beck Reichen's going to get the start. 14 innings pitched through 2 starts and 1 relief appearance. He's thrown a complete game, and biggest thing about him, Josh, is he hasn't given up a run yet. And then, of course, your other keys, base running, as always, for Yankton is going to be crucial. And you got to remember that these games count now towards the South Dakota Legion standings. You've played a lot of games the last 2 weeks that have not counted towards your seed points. These games matter today.
Absolutely, and it's one of those things where you can tell Yankton, obviously, with the standings, are going to put a little more stock into some of those games based on some of the pitching matchups they've thrown out there when they're throwing Sam and whatnot. And Beck today, obviously, could see maybe Sam later tonight or whoever tonight. But, yeah, Beck on the mound, he's been on a roll and looking to continue that today. But, yeah, once again, like you said, these games count, and Yankton obviously putting a lot of stock in them.
Should be a great day of baseball. We got Sioux Falls Post 15 East. First pitch coming up in about 10 minutes here at Riverside Field. And, of course, Sioux Falls Post 15 West later this evening. We're going to take a quick break, just 2 minutes. When we come back, we're going to go through your starting lineups real quick before the national anthem. Back in 2 minutes from Riverside.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or Pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into the mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill in Yankton. With a menu that's flavor-frenzy, there's something for every fan. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Need custom clothing for your team, fundraiser, business, or event? Let JJ Benji's make it easy. Forget about taking orders, collecting money, and handing out shirts yourself. JJ Benji's handles everything for you. They create a custom online store with the merchandise you want to offer. Items are ordered and paid for online, and JJ Benji's ships the items directly to them. All you have to do is share the link or QR code. That's it. Contact JJ Benji's in Yankton to learn more about it.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN-TV. They're exchanging the starting lineup cards at home plate right now, so it's a perfect time to say that your umpires of the game, courtesy of the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, they are the law on the diamond. And your starting lineups now from First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Josh, I'll let you take it off.
Starting with the visiting Post 15 here, batting first, number 1, Cale Meyer. Batting second, number 33, Jude Tomat. Batting third and playing out in left field, it's Colin Lunders. Batting cleanup, Ethan Nettle. Batting fifth today, Caleb Booman. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Reed Atkinson. Batting seventh, Caden Sporer. Batting eighth, Carter Brady. Batting ninth, Josiah Laubin. And then handling the pitching duties today is Cooper Wassman.
It's your starting lineup for Sioux Falls Post 15 East, game number 1 of the day. Looking across the way at their opponents, how is Yankton going to line up out in the field?
Batting first and catching, Gavin Johnson. Batting second and playing over at second base, Sam Goki. Batting third and playing out right, Easton Fieser. Batting fourth over at first base, Liam Villanueva. Batting fifth and playing short today, Jackson Kudera. Batting sixth and over at third base, Simon Kampschomp. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Christian Weir. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Carter Boomsma. And rounding out the lineup over in center field is Tate Bestie. On the mound today is Beck Reichen.
It's your starting lineups, courtesy of First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. Going to go to break again here on KYNT and KYN-TV. When we come back, we'll have your first pitch, courtesy of the Boathouse. First pitch between Post 15 East and Yankton Post 12, coming up in a couple minutes.
At Mount Marty University, students get real support and real opportunities.
Hi, I'm Maya, and I'm a business major at Mount Marty University. The professors here at Mount Marty are just amazing. They're very good about supporting me through future internships and jobs that they try and line me up with, and they also provide real life experiences in the classroom through projects and speakers and things like that.
Start your journey online at mountmarty.edu.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
The warmer months can be wonderful times that allow for plenty of fun outdoors. However, while you may be enjoying the outside time, pests and insects may be trying to find their way inside. Eliminating a pest infestation and ensuring they don't return can be tough to do on your own, but with Olson's Pest Technicians by your side, you can rest assured you're fully protected. Locally owned and operated since 1966, Olson's Pest Technicians provides reliable pest control services to residential and commercial properties. Visit 800KILBugs.com.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
At H&H Roofing, we don't just fix roofs, we protect families. We're family-owned, locally operated, and dedicated to keeping our community safe and dry. Every nail, every shingle, every handshake, it all matters to us. From repairs to full roof replacements, we treat every home like it's our own. Because when your home is secure, we feel secure. For honest work and dependable results, trust the local team that cares. Call H&H Roofing in Yankton today. We've got you covered.
The SureCo exclusive SureLink wireless remote system features the most advanced industrial Bluetooth technology and best-in-class express operation. Operate any SureCo electric product with the SureLink Pro and EZR remotes or with your smartphone using the SureLink app. To learn more, contact your authorized SureCo distributor or find us at sureco.com. Demand the best. Demand SureCo.
Welcome back here on KYNT, KYN-TV from Riverside Field. We're getting ready here for action. Our first game of the day between Sioux Falls East Post 15 and Yankton Post 12. Once again, kind of a four-way set of games today as every team involved will play two. It's Sioux Falls East, Sioux Falls West, Brandon Valley, and Yankton. Yankton will play Sioux Falls West later tonight, and we're getting ready for first pitch of the first game of this. With that, East will play Brandon Valley later this afternoon. Beck Reichen on the mound for Yankton. The rest of the field, Gavin Johnson catching, Villanueva over at first, Sam Goki at second base, Jackson Cooter at short, Simon Kampschomp over at third, Carter Boomsman left, Tate Bestie in center, and Easton Fieser out in right field. I'm joined by Brayden Butler today. We are having some outfield cam issues, so he's out there working on that, and we'll get you through this one here. As Cale Meyer is the first batter up for post 15, and he takes a strike to start here. Once again, Riken pitching well here in the Legion season. Second pitch, inside for a ball, make the count 1 apiece. Once again, Cale Meyer, the leadoff man. He'll be followed by Tomat and Lunders this inning. As Myers takes another strike, looking there to make the count 1-2 for Beck Riken. Not in the lineup today. Usually see him in there even when he's pitching, but not for this one. The 1-2. This one popped up high. We'll see who gets underneath. It looks like it's going to be Riken, and he does to record the first out of this game. An 11 a.m. first pitch, maybe even a little bit earlier, actually. It's 11 a.m. now, so they're getting a little bit of an early start here at Riverside Field. Jude Tomat now is up for post 15. Tomat on the season hitting .377. He's had 65 plate appearances so far this season. His first pitch of the day, first look of the day, is fouled off for a strike. Once again, beautiful weather here, so only supposed to reach right around 80 later this afternoon. Winds relatively chill as well. So it's going to be a beautiful day for baseball. Still 0-0 here, obviously, as we're just one out into this ball game. But Beck Riken gets strike 2 on Tomat, swinging on that one. Took a little bit off that on the breaking ball action there. Get 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Riken. Swing and a miss on a high fastball for out number 2 here of the top of the first. So Beck Riken, 2 up, 2 down so far in this one. He'll now face Colin Lunders. Lunders hitting .286. He's got an OBP just shy of 400. This one in the dirt. Guy you got to watch out for is in the 5-hole today, Caleb Booman. He's got 3 home runs so far in Legion season, so, he'll be a guy to keep an eye on if he can get some runners on base. Lunders takes a pitch, makes the count 2-0, so Riken trying to get out of this inning. 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the first. Here's the 2-0 from Riken. That one low and outside for a ball, make it a 3-0 count for Lunders, trying to get a runner on here with 2 outs. Once again, thank you for joining us here. If we have any Sioux Falls friends listening, welcome. So that one is high for a ball on Lunders. It's a 4-pitch walk, so Sioux Falls East trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the top of the first. It's Ethan Nettle, the cleanup man, at the plate. Nettle does lead the team in batting average. Played 13 games. He's hitting .568. No, I did not stutter. Your volume's working just fine. .568 as he pops that one foul. Now to play down the first base side. So 1 on, 2 out here in the top of the first for Sioux Falls post 15 East. Nettle getting the start over at third today as he takes the ball, count even at 1 apiece. Once again, Caleb Booman in the on-deck circle, the catcher for Sioux Falls East. Riken now the 1-1. In for a strike, looking, make it 1-2. So Riken has not given up a hit yet here in the first. Did walk Lunders, put a man on. Here's the 1-2 from Riken. The pitch. Strike 3, looking to retire the side. So after the top of the first, Yankton strands 1, but gets out of it without giving up any runs or any hits. Time for an inning break here, brought to you by Avera. I'm Josh Boelter, joined by Brayden Butler, KYNT, KYN-TV. It's 0-0 heading into the bottom of the first. When we come back, Gavin Johnson and the Yankton Bats.
When you make the right decision, it feels good. Like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision too. That's why State Farm agent Rhonda Westland is right here in Yankton to help you select the right protection at the right price. Rhonda will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
Bottom of the first here, KYNT-TV Riverside Field. I'm Josh Boelter here. Once again, it's Sioux Falls East, and it's Yankton post 12. 0-0 is your score here after the top of the first. Cooper Wassman on the mound for post 15. He's made 2 appearances, 1 start, has a 6.75 ERA here in the Legion season. He'll be facing a good Yankton lineup with returning to the lineup today, Gavin Johnson, the catcher, who had dealt with an injury, occurred in that Friday night game of the Lewis and Clark Classic about a week and a half ago, but making his return here today. Then it'll be Sam Goki and Easton Fieser, the top 3 in the lineup for post 12 today, as we're getting ready to see the Yankton Bats take the plate. Yankton 9-4 on the season, coming off a successful high school season as well that ended in a semifinal appearance in a loss against Watertown. Johnson batting around .230 here in the Legion season. Got off to a hot start here, but he takes a strike against Wassman to start the first. Wassman, the 0-1. Catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. Make it 0-2 on Yankton's leadoff man, the catcher, Gavin Johnson. Once again on deck, Sam Goki. Here's the 0-2 from Wassman. Outside high for a ball. Southpaw on the mound today, once again for post 15. Not a lot of lefties in the Yankton lineup, just Easton Fieser. Here's the 1-2 from Wassman to Johnson. This one popped up. Looks like it's going to be in play. And making the catch over there is Nettle to retire Johnson there for the first out of the bottom of the first. That'll bring Sam Goki to the plate. Once again, Goki won the Class A High School Player of the Year and Pitcher of the Year. Once again for the high school season. Looking at his Legion numbers so far, he's hitting .381. So he takes the ball to start from Wassman. On deck, Easton Fieser. Playing out in right field today, something you see in a little more here with Liam Villanueva getting more playing time. He'll be up after Goki, who takes a pitch high. Make it 2-0, just getting started here. Nobody on base, 1 out for post 12 in the bottom of the first. 0-0 is the score. Yankton looking to break that tie here. Once again with Sam Goki at the plate as he takes a pitch high. So Wassman in danger of walking Goki to start this inning. Did get that first out, though, on Gavin Johnson. Once again, just 2 games Yankton will play today. They'll play tonight at about 6:30 against Sioux Falls West. Goki looking all the way at a 3-0. Takes a strike from Wassman. Low winds today. Once again, we're working on our outfield camera out there as that one is hit out into right field, just short of the warning track and caught getting underneath that one for post 15. Out there in right was Brady, the right fielder, record the second out of this inning. So 2 down for Yankton to start. Now we get a little lefty-on-lefty action here with Easton Fieser at the plate, hitting 300 in Legion ball season. Did hit 2 home runs in the high school season. Now as he's getting his first look today, and that one is hit out towards left field. And getting underneath it just around the foul territory is Lunders in left to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, nobody left on for Yankton post 12 here in the bottom of the first. And after one, it's 0-0. We're going to take an inning break brought to you by Avera. When we come back, Beck Reichen on the mound. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Clean, inspect, test, repeat. That sums up a Comfort Care Club membership at Larry's Heating and Cooling. In the spring and fall, Larry's will come to your home to clean, inspect, and test your heating or cooling system. And also as a member of Larry's Comfort Care Club, you get discounts on parts and labor, priority service scheduling, and no overtime charges. Clean, inspect, and test. Repeat. The Comfort Care Club from Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, they believe you should understand your dental health, not just receive it. They'll show you your x-rays and photos, explain the why behind any treatment, and make sure you feel confident about your care. And if you have dental insurance, it's a good time to use it. New patient exams and x-rays are often covered at 100%. Learn more at elwoodfamilydentalcare.com, where they take care of the entire family.
Top of the second here from Riverside Field. It's 0-0 between Sioux Falls post 15 and Yankton post 12. Beck Reichen on the bump here for post 12 today. Gave up a walk in the first inning, but struck out 2 and did not give up a hit. So moving well, just 16 pitches so far. He's getting ready to face Caleb Booman, the power-hitting catcher. The lefty for post 15, has 3 home runs this Legion season, so Reichen's got to be careful. This one, first pitch of the at-bat, high for a ball. Make it 1-0. Both teams hitless so far, no runs. Just getting started, though, in the top of the second. So that one catches the outside part of the plate to make it 1-1. Once again, Reichen pitching well in the Legion season and looking to continue that today. Here's the 1-1-2. Booman, who thought about swinging at that one, decided against it and gets the call. Make it 2-1. The 2-1 from Reichen in the dirt. 3-1 now. So Reichen has already walked one batter. Did that in the first inning in danger. Walking another one here in the second. Obviously a hitter's count here. Power hitting catcher at the plate as this one's popped up on the 3-1. Looking to get underneath it and will is Simon Kampshoff over there by the bullpen down the third base line to record the first out here of the second inning. Now with that, Reed Atkinson at the plate, the 6th man for Sioux Falls post 15, the designated hitter today, wearing 99. He's on at the plate as he takes a ball to start. So Reichen, still only 4 outs into this game, but has 2 strikeouts, has not given up a hit yet in this one either. 1 walk. Again, Atkinson is going to pop this one up over towards first base. Getting underneath it is Villanueva to retire Atkinson for the second out here at the top of the second.
I have terrible news.
Oh, no.
I think... So the automatic sprinklers out there to grass around Riverside Field.
Yeah.
I think some of that water you got into how our extension cord works, and I think it fried the extension.
Oh, no.
Which we have another one back at the station, but that doesn't do us much good right now. So we're going to have the in-booth pitcher-catcher camera.
How about that?
There you go. And we will hopefully have the traditional outfield camera tonight for Sioux Falls West. Do apologize for the inconvenience at the moment. Thank you, Josh, for covering for me.
Yeah, it's one of those, Brayden, that's why you always have backup 100 feet extension cords. How about that? How about that? At the plate here, it's Caden Sporer as he fouls that one off, Brayden. Make it 1-2. Riken pitching well so far. Just the one walk, 2 strikeouts in that first inning, and kind of moving here. Kind of getting a couple pop-ups in the infield that didn't really amount to anything this inning so far either. So pitching well as he once again has all throughout the season. And he gets strike 3 there. Looks like it was foul tipped into the glove of Gavin Johnson to retire the side in the top of the second. For Brayden Butler, I'm Josh Boelter, KYNT, KYNTV. It's 0-0 heading to the bottom of the second. Inning breaks brought to you by Avera. When we come back in 60 seconds, the Yankton Bats.
Does your insurance agent know you by name? Do you see them at the school pickup or around town? Home and auto insurance is more than just premiums and deductibles. It's about having someone who truly understands you and your family. We take the time to get to know your life, your needs, and what matters most, so you have the right coverage when it counts. Call me, Skylar Sherman with Missouri River Associates in Yankton today for insurance you can trust from someone who's truly local.
Are you looking to buy or sell a home but not sure where to start? I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. With 20 years of experience and a passion for finding the perfect match, I'll work hard for you, answer all your questions along the way, and make it stress-free. Call me at 605-664-5555, and let's get moving.
Bottom of the second here, KYNT, KYNTV, Riverside Field at Sioux Falls East, post 15, Yankton post 12. I won't quite call it a classic or a tournament today, Brayden, but 4 teams getting together, playing a lot of baseball this afternoon at Riverside Field, and we've got a good one so far here today.
Yeah, it's been 0-0 through the first frame and a half, and it's been good pitching so far. Wasman, the lefty, out on the mound again here for his second inning of work for post 15 East.
Yeah, got through that last inning clean. Did not give up any hits or walks, and now he'll face Yankton's cleanup man today. Liam Villanueva getting the start over at first base for post 12. Wasman did throw that first pitch in for a ball. A missile past the glove of Nettle over at third base for the first hit of this game. It's Liam Villanueva getting on to start the second. A nice piece of hitting there.
That's what we've come to expect a little bit in Legion season from Liam Villanueva. Had that hot end to the high school year, and he has kept that going, I believe, hitting just under 300 coming into today's game.
Well, he's on to start. And now up the shortstop, Jackson Kudera. Getting the start over there with Riken on the mound today. And he's looking to bunt with a runner on. Takes a pitch high for a ball from Wasman. So first sign of trouble for Cooper Wasman for Sioux Falls East. It once again did get through that first inning clean. Now dealing with the man on. Kudera looking to bunt again, lays this one down. Wasman's going to pick it up. The throw over to first is in time, but that'll advance Villanueva over to second base. And now post 12 in business with Simon Kamshoff coming to the plate.
Runner in scoring position, and Kamshoff, one of 5 guys on the team with a batting average 300 or better so far this season. Talked about him last weekend at the Lewis and Clark Classic. Really had a breakout kind of classic for him over that stretch of games, and trying to keep it going here today. First time back at Riverside since that Lewis and Clark Classic.
Yeah, once again, like you said, a hot Lewis and Clark Classic, and looking to pick up right where he left off here at Riverside Field with a runner on second. He takes a strike high in the zone to start the count. Once again, first runner in scoring position for either team today. We're just in the bottom of the second, only one out. Liam Villanueva with the lone hit in this ball game. Wasman, that one's going to be hit and slaps down into left field. It's Simon Kamshoff coming around, and heading for home is Villanueva. He'll score. It's an RBI single for post 12. Simon Kamshoff keeps the bat hot, has an RBI single there to break the tie. It's 1-0 post 12.
tried going to your Vision Care Associates replay, Josh, and just call it more things going wrong. I didn't have the replay recording started before that one.
Hey, like you said, we have had a week and a half off. Sometimes things happen. As that one in for a strike. It's Christian Weir at the plate now for Yankton as they lead 1-0. But yeah, when you have a week and a half off, just wait until a month from now. As this throw over on Kamshaw from Wassman, not in time, but it's one of those things. Sometimes things happen, and hopefully we'll have things ready to go here as this game continues, and as we get into tonight's games as well. As Christian Weir looking to continue Yankton's hot bats in the second. Throw down after a ball outside. Runner is safe.
You mentioned wait till a month from now. Yeah, the next post-12 Legion game at Riverside Field is scheduled for the 7th of July after today.
So a bit of a wait after this one, as it's a 1-1 count to Weir. Strike, top of the zone, high, and in for strike two. Make it a 1-2 count on Christian Weir, the designated hitter today for post-12. Wassman now the 1-2. This one hit out into left, will get down, foul. For Christian Weir, he stays alive. A good piece of hitting, but just foul.
About 3 feet outside that left field line. It was a close play over there, but Weir's able to straighten that out just a little bit. We're probably talking about Kamshaw standing on third right now.
So Yankton making some good contact here in the second. Wassman the pitch. That's high, evens up the count at 2 apiece. So 2-2 for Weir, 1 out. 1 on. It's Simon Kamshaw over at first. He just had an RBI single. It's 1-0 post-12. Wassman the southpaw. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Full count on Christian Weir.
A good battle back here for Weir to make this a full count. Obviously that foul ball, probably wishes it was a few more feet fair, but still able to work the count back full.
So here's the payoff from Wassman to Weir. Called strike 3, just catches the outside corner of the plate. You can tell Weir thought he was heading to first base. It was close. But Wassman's going to get the call there for the second out here at the bottom of the second.
That's going to bring a guy who is almost part of that group of 5 at 300, batting a little under 300, I think 296 coming into today's game is Carter Boomsma. So trying to get over into that 300 club.
And you got to wonder, sometimes when a close play can change things, you got to assume if Weir gets on, Boomsma's probably trying to lay down a bunt here with 1 out and 2 on, but now as he takes the ball high to make it 1-1 with 2 outs, you got to assume he's looking to swing and swinging a good bat, but kind of changes things, I would assume, what Yankton's strategy probably would have been in that situation. Now is Boomsma 1 out, or 2 outs, 1 on, as he chops this one past second base for a single. That's going to put Boomsma on with a single, and heading for third and reaching safely is Simon Kamshaw. So now, just like that, Brayden, runners on the corners for post 12 here in the bottom of the second with the 9-man Tate Bestie at the plate.
I'm still stuck on the end of that play, Josh, when Simon Kamshaw started his slide basically where the shortstop sets up is what it felt like. Started his slide maybe a little earlier than he wanted to, but carried that momentum all the way to the bag. And a good piece of running from him after a nice base knock from Carter Boomsma.
So runners on the corner, 2 outs for Tate Bestie. 3 hits in this inning. Throw over on Boomsma, close over there at first, but not in time. Obviously trying to keep him over at first base. If Bestie were to get a hit with 2 runners in scoring position, obviously probably bring home both there. Is now Bestie, first pitch of the at-bat is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Wassman once again trying to get out of this jam here and limit the damage. He's given up a run and 3 hits this inning. The Yankton bats waking up here in the second. Runner goes, the throw not in time. So now 2 runners in scoring position here, but 2 strikes on Tate Bestie. Kamshaw thought about going, but was held up at third. So an 0-2 count, but 2 on in scoring position with 2 outs here on Yankton's center fielder. Bestie looking to drive home a couple runs. Hit would do the trick. It's that one in the dirt for a ball, make it 1-2.
I want to go back to that throw down to second, Josh. It's a smart play for Josiah Loban, the second baseman here for Sioux Falls East. Cut that one off in front of the second base bag, and that is why we saw Kamshaw stay at third. That is a play that Yankton has used to their advantage in the past to score a runner from third.
So here's the 1-2 for Bestie. This one in the dirt, evens it at 2 apiece. Obviously, sacrifice not in play here with 2 outs, but Bestie trying to open this one up a little bit and give Yankton some separation here. Here's the 2-2 from Wassman. The pitch, hit over to short, and gonna get down the throw, not in time. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. It's an infield 2-run RBI single for Tate Bestie. Post 12 now leads 3-0 here on a big hit. There was a good diving effort there over at shortstop over there by Meyer, but just a tough play to make in the throw, not in time to get Bestie. So now Yankton with 3 runs here in the bottom of the second.
As I was watching it live, and you're watching, again, your Vision Care Associates replay for a pair of runs driven in by Bestie there. But as we were watching it live, Josh, the sunglasses came off the shortstop's head, and I thought that was the ball getting away from him for a moment.
Johnson with a short hop, but Meyer gonna make the throw in time. Yankton adds 3 here in the bottom of the second on 4 hits, stranding 1. Once again, leading 3-0 here over post 15. We head to the top of the third. It's Beck Reichen on the mound. Inning breaks are brought to you by Avera. I'm Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler, KYNT. KYN-TV will be back in 60 seconds.
If it's time to review the look of the signage of your business, let Mayer Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including exterior and interior signage, fleet wraps, digital signs, and much more. They also do logo creation and vehicle wraps. Their technicians arrive on site fully equipped to get the installation done with quality workmanship. With the latest tools and technology, Mayer Signs provides high-quality installation service for any sign. Contact Mayer Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton.
Trucks, and more trucks. Right now, Moody Motors in Niobrara has the largest used truck inventory that we've ever had. We have a 24 King Ranch and a 24 Platinum, all the way down to a 2006 Ram Crew Cab for just $2,900. New to the lot is a 21 Chevy LT Trail Boss and a 2012 Chevy Crew Cab with the utility box. A huge selection at great prices is what you'll find right here at Moody Motors in Niobrara. You're in the mood for Moody.
Top of the third here, Yankton leads 3-0 after a 3-run second inning there. 4 hits in that inning. Starting off with a Simon Kamshoff RBI single that got things going. Then a 2-run infield single from Tate Bestie. Carter Boomsman and Liam Villanueva also had singles that inning, by the way. And now, Beck Reichen working with the lead, working well so far. Just 26 pitches through 2 innings. He's got 3 strikeouts, no hits, only giving up a walk so far here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler with you here today. First of 2 games we'll have Yankton versus Sioux Falls West later tonight. Game scheduled for 6:30. We'll see how those things play out. As this one hit over to short, Kudera on the hop, the throw in time to record the first out of the inning. Carter Brady was at the plate, by the way, for Sioux Falls East.
That's the 8-9 one-hitters due up this half inning. That's going to bring the 9-hitter. And a guy we just talked about at second base last half inning, Josh, and Josiah Loban.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can be the guy to get the bats going for post 15. No hits so far, just the lone walk in the first inning. It was Lunders who did get on. Big swing and a miss from Loban there for strike 1.
Loban trying to be the guy that turns the order over to the top half in good hands, and a 1-out base runner would do just that.
He's down early in the count. 0-2 takes a strike there from Reichen, who moving along here and working well. Here, but still a lot of baseball to go. The 0-2 is called strike 3. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate, Brayden, a spot that has kind of been favorable to the pitcher so far. A very pitcher-friendly strike zone here today.
Yeah, that it has been, and I don't. you can tell that Loban didn't agree with that one, and umpire's got a better view than we do, but it was definitely close.
Yeah, similar call on Christian Weir last inning, Brayden, where he thought that also outside was a strike or was a ball and was not called. So consistent so far, but outside in the outside corner and then the top part of the zone, favorable to the pitchers here early today. That'll round back the top of the post 15 lineup. It's Cale Meyer at the plate as he takes the ball, make it 1-1. So Riken with 4 strikeouts, by the way, as well here today. A couple looking now and looking to get out of this third. Still has not given up a hit. It's that pitch high for a ball. 1 walk for Yankton's senior pitcher.
You know, it's funny, Josh. I was going to post a graphic this morning highlighting Beck Riken's good start to the Legion season on mound. Fantastic start.
This one popped up over towards Goki at second. He's going to catch it to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Beck Riken as we head into the bottom of the third. Yankton leads 3-0 here on KYNT, KYN TV. Inning breaks are brought to you by Avera. When we come back in 60 seconds, the Yankton Bats.
It's sandal season at Boston Shoes to Boots, and we are fully loaded on new inventory and classic favorites. From popular brands like Birkenstock, Chaco, Keen, Atrex, Dansko, Sorel, and so much more. Find the perfect fit and step into something new this season. Boston Shoes to Boots, open 6 days a week, located in the heart of downtown on Cedar Street. See you soon, shoe lovers.
Summer starts here in Yankton. It's the place where weekends turn into lake days, campfires, tournaments, live music, and unforgettable memories. Every summer, visitors help fuel our local economy, supporting restaurants, shops, hotels, events, and over 1,400 local jobs right here in Yankton County. There's something for everyone to explore. This summer, discover why Yankton is more than a destination. Find out all Yankton has to offer online at visityanktonsd.com.
Car troubles never happen at a convenient time. Whether you find yourself with a flat tire, dead battery, breakdown, or in an accident, call Gary's Towing. They've been helping drivers in the Yankton area for over 50 years with light, medium, and heavy towing. Family owned and operated Gary's Towing is the name you can count on, day or night. Call Gary, Mike, or Mason at 605-665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Bottom of the third here, Riverside Field, KYNT, KYN TV. Post 12 leads over Sioux Falls East, post 15, 3-0. It's Sam Goki at the plate as he takes pitch inside for a ball to start this third inning. Josh Boelter, Brayden, Butler, once again with you here today for the first of our 2 games. One here, first one against post 15 east of Sioux Falls, and then against west of Sioux Falls later tonight. Sam Goki looking to get something going. This one on a hop over to third base. The throw from Nettle in time for out number 1 here in the bottom of the third.
And Wasman trying to get back to where he was in the first inning, where he kind of mowed through the top of the end of the order. Liam Villanueva got things started. The cleanup man got things started last half inning for Yankton and spurred that 3-run burst.
And sometimes you mentioned Wasman working well against the top part of this lineup. This bottom half of the lineup, Brayden, sometimes has a way of making teams pay, and we've seen that today. Here is Easton Fieser is at the plate. He's 0 for 1 once again and took a strike there to start his second appearance of the day. Wasman, once again, the lefty. Rare lefty on lefty matchup for him today. Once again, only one lefty in this Yankton lineup. So 1-1's the count. 1 out here for Easton Fieser. 3-0. Yankton leads. That ball is outside for Wasman.
You know, if you ask the MLB The Show video game, Josh, lefty-lefty is the absolute worst matchup you can have as a batter.
It's not fun. Coming from a guy who roots for a team with, I think, 7 lefties, is in for a strike 2-2 that play regularly. Not fun to play with on the show.
I want to mention, too, I didn't forget what I was saying about Beck before we went to break. I'm just going to bring it up next time he's on the mound again. That's when we'll talk about him.
Yeah, and the way he's pitching today has been incredible as Yankton, once again, has not given up a hit. As that one, strike 3 looking on Fieser. Record the second out here of the third. The man who led the spark, Brayden, in that second inning, though, with a leadoff single at third base where that exit velo might have been at 100. It had enough steam on it. It's Liam Villanueva. Once again, 4 hits for Yankton in that second inning. Led to 3 runs. Villanueva now takes a pitch inside for a ball.
You got to give credit to Wasman for really settling back down after that second inning. It's easy to let some bad throws, bad pitches, bad placement compound on themselves, and he's thrown very well since coming back out for the third.
A giant hack with the bat there from Liam Villanueva misses. Make it 1-1, and Wasman, like you said, settling back into things here. Gets that quick out on the grounder from Goki, and then that strikeout on Fieser, and looking to get out of this inning as he throws a pitch high to Villanueva. Make it 2-1.
Been getting a lot of Ted Lasso clips on my feed, like I haven't watched the series twice already. Goldfish mentality for Wasp here in the third.
The one I keep getting is the one where he plays darts, and it turns out he's like a
really good dart.
Yeah, he's like really good at darts. I don't know how that's the one I keep getting.
To be fair, I do love that. I forgot. I'm left-handed.
Just
Bullseye.
starts zip, zip, zip. 2-2 here on Villanueva. He swung at a pitch in the dirt. Wasman, the pitch. High for a ball, full count to Yankton's first baseman. Once again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Game moving fairly quickly so far, Brayden. So Wasman looking to end this inning on a pitch. Half swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. So Villanueva strikes out to end the bottom of the third. 2 strikeouts for Wasman this inning as Sioux Falls East still trails 3-0. When we come back in 60 seconds, innings breaks brought to you by Avera. It'll be Beck Reichen on the mound. I'm Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler, KYNT, KYN-TV.
Mold is something you don't want in your house.
FloorTech offers free mold inspections.
And if they find the mold, they locate the problem and fix it. FloorTech keeps your home safe and healthy.
If you're worried about mold, call FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration for a free inspection, serving Southeast South Dakota and Northeast Nebraska. If your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech.
I'm Chris, the plant accountant here with Parker of Yankton. So let's do some math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, that's 2,080 hours. With our night shift pay differential of $2.35 an hour, that comes out to over $400 extra in your pocket every month. Nearly $5,000 extra dollars a year, just for working the same job on a different shift. Same work, same team, just more in your paycheck. Join us and let the math work in your favor. Learn more at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Top of the fourth here, KYNT, KYN-TV, Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler as Yankton leads 3-0 here over Sioux Falls East post 15. And Brayden Beck Reichen back on the mound and throwing well here today. Has not given up a hit, just 1 base runner allowed on a walk in the top of the first.
Last time I tried talking about him, he immediately got a guy out on a soft pop over to second base. So as he misses outside for a ball there, as I was saying earlier, had a graphic made for Beck, highlighting his hot start to the season. Through his first 14 innings and 3 appearances, hadn't given up a run yet. And then I did some quick math and realized he might be pitching today. So we're going to hold off on that one to see how he does today and potentially add to that graphic. And right now he is through 17 complete innings in his high school season, or in his Legion season, with 3 innings today and still no runs allowed.
And working well here. He's got 2 strikes on Josiah Tamat. So that one's in for a ball. Make it 2-2. Excuse me, that's Jude. I'm confusing my batters. This is Jude Tamat. My apologies.
So he's a fan of the Beatles?
Yes, maybe. Or is that one movie Yesterday says, "Hey, dude"?
Fair enough.
Not as fun as I remember that movie. That's one of those movies that, like, at the time, I was like, yeah, that's fun.
It was a really cool movie the first time I watched it. I have not watched it since.
And then I watched it a second time, and I went, nah, this is kind of dumb. So full count here on Tamat. The pitch, swing and a miss from Beck Reichen. That's his 5th strikeout today as he gets Tamat hacking at that one. That'll welcome Colin Lunders to the plate. Lone man who has reached for post 15. on a walk in that first inning, and he takes a strike here to start this appearance. And like you said, Beck Reichen, Brayden, he's been great today, but that strikeout stuff, 5 of them here through just 3 1/3.
That's something in the past I wouldn't say is like the mentality that Beck has on the mound. More of in his career has been a pitch to contact guy, but we did see those strikeout numbers creep up a little bit in the high school season, and obviously today really getting it going.
And he gives up his first hit of the day. It's Lunders on a single past Simon Kampshoff over at third. So Lunders, Brayden, the only guy really giving Reichen trouble so far. He's been up twice and got on base both times, walked in the first, and now a single here in the top of the fourth. And now will that be the thing that sparks the post-15 bats as they trail once again 3-0 here in the top of the fourth. I'll welcome Nettle to the plate. He did strike out, one of 5 strikeout victims here for Reichen so far, as that pitch is high. And a lot of times, Brayden, when you see those high strikeout amounts this early in the game, you kind of expect maybe a higher pitch count. That's not the case for Reichen. That's just his 45th pitch of the day so far, kind of mowing through batters up until that point, with Lunders once again causing some trouble here for Reichen. This one is fouled off, out of play down the right field line to make the count 1 apiece.
And Lunders has been a guy that does cause trouble for opposing batters. He's got just under 400 on base percent, or opposing pitchers, excuse me, just under 400 on his on base percentage and 850 OPS on the season. And he's tied for the team high in RBIs as well, with the man at the plate right now in Ethan Nettle.
And Nettle's looking to bunt there. He takes a strike on the inside part of the zone, kind of pulled back. Don't think he really liked where that one was at. Kind of a weird one, kind of a breaking ball that cut in at the last second there.
Nettle is batting cleanup for a reason as well. He comes into today's game with a .568 batting average for post-15 East.
Did strike out in the first, and same here, strikeout number 6 for Beck Reichen. He gets Nettle looking there for the second out of the top of the fourth.
Yeah, I don't even know how else to describe Beck Reichen. He's just been so good today. Finding his stuff. He's got the off-speed working. He's got the punch-out stuff today. And when guys have gotten contact, outside of that single into left field, Josh, it's been weak contact when they're able to put bat to ball.
And now he's got to be careful, Brayden. Caleb Booman at the plate. He's got some serious power as he pops that one out towards the warning track, trying to find it and get underneath it is Easton Feaser. I was trying to say Booman's got 3 home runs this season. Got to be careful. But he flies out to end the top of the fourth. So post-15, Strands 1. It's still 3-0 Yankton here heading into the bottom of the fourth. Inning breaks are brought to you by Avera. We're going to take a 60-second break. Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler, KYNT, KYNTV. When we come back, the Yankton Bats.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Introducing the all-new Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa. Quick, effective in-office injections and IV therapies designed to support energy, immunity, recovery, and overall wellness in minutes. From NAD+ and glutathione for cellular support and glow, to B-complex boosts, hydration drips, and fast-acting nausea or pain relief. We make feeling better simple and convenient. Need a quick energy reset, recovering from travel or a long week? It's time to glow. Glow Vitality Bar at Glow Aesthetics Med Spa.
Bottom of the fourth here on KYNT, KYNTV. Yankton leads 3-0 here. All 4 hits and all 3 runs coming in that bottom of the second for post 12. Cooper Wasman still on the mound for post 15. He'll face Jackson Kudera as well as Simon Kampshoff and Christian Weir, the 3-batter minimum. Kudera did have a sacrifice bunt his last time up to advance Liam Villanueva to second. Villanueva did come around to score later that inning. So Kudera up here once again in the bottom of the fourth. Getting the start at short today once again with Beck Reichen on the mound. And takes a strike high there, Brayden, to start the count 0-1.
Sorry, Josh, I'm a little distracted. They're out pizzaing the hut.
Yeah, I saw that sold today, didn't it, for
$2.7 billion.
Like, I think I read as Kudra takes strike 2 there, the plan is to take it back to the 80s when Pizza Hut was kind of at its height of popularity there and take things back to how
things
used to be. Yeah, so looking forward to seeing that and how things go with that. But Kudra takes a pitch there for a ball. We'll find out if anyone can out Pizza the Hut again.
As time goes on, I feel like life is just a constant realization that, man, things were really cool at one point. Why do we mess it up?
Right, and I know what I always used to do is, here's the 1-2 to Kudra high. As a kid, my folks and I and my brother, we would always go out and go to Pizza Hut on, a Friday night or whatever and get one when I was a little kid, get one of those little personal pan pizzas and whatnot. It was awesome. Bring it back, and I think that's obviously where things are going with Pizza Hut, so good to see that. Here's the 2-2 for Wassman. Grounded foul from Kudra. That was Wassman's 50th pitch of the afternoon.
I think that's just an analogy for life. I mean, a lot of people realize the stuff that they really enjoyed when they were younger. It was cool for a reason. When I was younger, I'd commentate all of my sports video games and watch Monster Jam. Now I'm a professional commentator, and I still watch Monster Jam.
That one appears to plunk Kudra. So he'll head down to first base, put a runner on here in the 4th. And as you bring those things back, well, we're bringing things back, movie gallery. Remember that? It was kind of a blockbuster type thing. That's how I used to play games before I decided if I want to buy them. I'd rent them at movie gallery for like $5 a pop for a week.
That's how I got a copy of The Bigs 2 for my PS3. Yeah. I rented it from a movie gallery. 2 weeks later, the movie gallery shut down. They never asked for it back.
Oh, there you go. So I remember that's how I played a game my pops and I would always play. It was called Spartan Total Warrior. So this one's outside, throw down. It is Simon Kamshoff at the plate, Brayden, and he continued his hot streak, had an RBI single in the 2nd. But, yeah, bring back movie gallery. There used to be one 10 minutes from my house, and now no longer.
Arcades are pretty cool, too.
Yes, they are. Still looking to bunt is Simon Kamshoff, but he takes another pitch outside from Wassman to make it 2-0. And
now, I don't have the money to invest in a business here in town, but if a savvy Yankton businessman ever decided to open a barcade,
big fan.
Big fan.
Went to one in Iowa City together, obviously. It was almost probably a year or so ago. I think it was the 4th of July last year. It was amazing.
You and the fellas were just sitting in the corner playing NFL Blitz while I was stacking Tetris.
Great time. All you needed is this one's throw over. You needed, just whichever team had a good quarterback. So, I'd pick the Broncos or the Packers or something and have Brett Favre or John Elway and just tear it up. Initially I picked the Lions, and, that's awesome, but, you have Barry Sanders and all, but you don't really run the ball a whole lot on that game. So it's kind of pointless to have Barry Sanders.
I'm establishing the run on NFL Blitz.
You're darn right. It's Barry Sanders, man. Here's the 3-1. Kamshoff's going to reach to put 2 runners on to start here in the 4th. So Yankton with 2 on and no outs, trying to add to their lead. It's Christian Weir at the plate. Struck out looking on a full count last time up. But, yeah, if anybody's got a chance for me to play NFL Blitz, I will never say no. Now we're going to get a mound visit here. I don't think this is going to do it for Wassman, but we'll see. 2 on, nobody out. Got to assume that Weir looking for a potential bunt situation here. We'll see if he gives up the ball.
Looks like they're just going to get a play call in for Wassman in the defense. But this break in the action is courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser. Go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Also want to give a thank you to America's Best Realty. Whether you're looking to upgrade or buy your first home, America's Best Realty is here to help you unlock the American dream. Call them today at 260-1600. And lastly, Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. Thank you to our sportscaster partners for helping make this broadcast possible.
All right, here we go. Once again, getting ready.
Easy there, Dak.
Here we go.
Knicks ended their championship drought. Hurricanes ended a 20-year championship drought. Cowboys?
Lions?
We gonna do it?
Lions?
Okay. You don't have a championship drought.
Yeah, they do. And they have 5 NFL championships.
Okay.
It's a championship.
I don't count the Packers. I don't count yours.
Okay. All right.
I only count the Super Bowls. Those are the real ones.
Christian Weir at the plate now. We'll wonder here, Brayden, in that conversation during that mound visit, if he's told, hey, lay down a bunt here. We got 2 on. We'll see what happens. And that's what he was looking for, is that pitch outside. So Wassman this inning, Brayden, kind of struggling with his command here, trying to get it back. There's a hit by pitch to Kudera and then a walk to Simon Kamshoff, 2 on and nobody out, just like that.
If Weir's able to get this bunt down, you assume he'll want it on the left side of the infield because that third baseman has to play back to cover the bag. And that's what he does.
Bunt down but foul on the third base side.
Right idea, just a little too much foul. Trying to toe that line a little more. And you see head coach Drew Lawrence in the third base coaching box. Well, just off the screen if you're watching on KYN TV, but gesturing down the third base line. That's where it seems to be that they want Weir to place this one.
Weir now, once again, 1-1. Assume he's laying down a bunt again here. First baseman is creeped up as he's getting ready to lay it down, and does. Wassman's going to have to make a tight throw on it. No throw. Everyone's safe. Bases loaded just like that for post 12.
And that was perfectly executed for Christian Weir. Let's watch it again on your Vision Care Associates replay if we can. And the thing is, you want to keep it close enough to the line where it's a tight angle where the pitcher can't get there quickly and flip it to third, but you also want it to be down that third base line to where the third baseman can't rush it. He's got to cover the bag, and that was just well executed from Christian Weir. Exactly what Yankton wanted on that bunt.
So infield creeping in now for post 15, and it's Carter Boomsman at the plate. Did have a single in that second inning. Sneaking past second base there. Hit it out into right field. Now with a chance to do some damage, here's Yankton leading 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Infield playing in here too, Josh. All 4 infielders on the grass.
Here's the 0-1 to Boomsma. This one, he hacks off 2 and makes it 0-2 on the count.
Well, the grass-colored turf. Oh, and Yankton was up at the Dakota Classic this weekend. Their pool was out at the Sanford Sports Complex. Those fields are entirely turf. They don't even have grass in the outfield, I believe.
Some turf fields there, but see what Boomsma does now, and I think that hit him. It did. That'll bring a runner across just like that. It's 4-0 Yankton.
And the even number innings have not been kind to Wassman so far. He's gone 2 scoreless through the first and third, but in the second and fourth now 4 combined runs, and bases loaded with nobody out here in the fourth still.
And once again, like you said, you give up that run, and now still the bases loaded for Wassman here. And Tate Bestie had a nice piece of hit in there, an infield single on a tough play over there at short for Brady that led to 2 runs. So he has a 2-run RBI single and has a chance to add to his total right here with nobody out and bases loaded. This one called a strike on the top part of the zone.
That's been a spot that's been a strike consistently all morning so far as we're creeping closer to afternoon, Josh. But I've seen a couple batters maybe be a little upset by that spot, but it's been consistent. It's been there. You got to adjust to it.
This one in the dirt and past the catcher, heading home and scoring is Simon Kamshoff to make it 5-0 here. Runners do advance to second and third on that one. And you talk about a disaster, or a chain of events that have just gone wrong for Wassman. Brayden, the only hit in this inning for post 12, a bunt single. So a lot of walks, hit by pitches, wild pitch leads to a run there. Just an unfortunate sequence of events here for post 15's pitcher on the mound. So now 5-0 Yankton leads. Runners on second and third. This one hit past third. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run single now. Is heading towards second, and safe is Tate Bestie. And Yankton's opened this one up. It's now 7-0.
Let's watch that again. Your Vision Care Associates replay as well as Bestie. Just good piece of hitting. Puts it through the left side of the infield well, and 2 runs are going to score on that one. Nice piece from him, and then obviously advancing to second on the throws.
So now 7-0, and with that, Brayden, Tate Bestie has 4 RBIs today. A really good day for the 9-man, the bottom part of this lineup, making Sioux Falls East pay. And now it's the top part of the Yankton lineup. Gavin Johnson out there. He takes a ball. Still runner on second here. Nobody out still for Yankton this inning. 4 runs have scored on just 2 hits for post 12.
Besty's early clubhouse leader for offensive player of the game, the way he's been swinging the bat in some clutch moments. And Johnson's worked the count 2-0 here as well, Josh.
Yeah, 2 pitches in the dirt, and you wonder if Wasman's maybe lost the zone a little bit here. Obviously a tough inning. Thought he was pitching well heading into this inning, but obviously wanted things to go differently so far here in the 4th. And he gets a strike there, make it 2-1 on the count. Just his, by our count and by Game Changers count, 67th pitch of the day. Actually, 68th of the day. Besty's getting a big lead there, almost stumbled. So that one's a ball to Johnson, make it 3-1.
This just goes back to what we've seen throughout the inning so far. Wasman struggling with command a little bit.
In danger of putting another runner on here. It's a 3-1 count to Johnson, who's 0 for 2 today, making his return as he pops this one high in the sky out towards center field. Getting underneath it is Sporer. Besty taking off and tagging up and running to third. He's safe, almost slid past the bag, but still reaches on the sac fly there over at third base from Gavin Johnson.
Yeah, slid over the bag, feet first, but was able to slap, I believe it was his right hand, back on the bag real quick as Nettle was trying to get the tag. But sac fly, putting him on third base, and now you got quite literally one of the best players in the entire state, Class A Player of the Year in the high school season for back-to-back years, and Sam Goki.
And Goki's 0 for 2 today, and looking to change his fortunes at the plate. Was hitting .381 coming in. He takes a big hack at that one for a strike. Make it 0-1.
Now, while I was out in center field trying to fix the camera back in the first couple innings there, Josh, something tells me a lot about how the teams view Sam Goki. I did not hear the outfielders say be ready more than when Sam Goki was stepping into the batter's box.
You know, these teams know each other well and scout each other well, and they've gotten very familiar with Sam Goki over the last couple of years as he takes a ball, and well aware. It would be malpractice if they weren't, right?
It would be baseball malpractice.
1-1 count to Goki now. Getting the start at second base today and doing a little more movement around the diamond as he's going to have an RBI single. That one slapped back out to center field. With that, Besty will score. It's 8-0 post 12.
And here's a guy who can put Yankton up 10 with one swing of the bat. And if Yankton does go up 10 here in the bottom of the 4th, technically they'd be 3 outs away from a win, Josh, in the top of the 5th, which not what I think many expected, especially after the first inning for sure.
So this one chopped. It's going to take a bounce over. Wasman making a tough play is Brady. He's just going to kind of hobble that one. It was kind of a difficult play as Fieser's going to reach. Runner advances to second as well, and Goki. So now the win, or at least the run to get Yankton up 10 over at first base with Easton Fieser on a weird play towards shortstop.
And I think Brady was honestly trying to eat that one. Didn't want to make a mistake and throw it past the first baseman on a tough play. Just an awkward bouncer over the pitcher's head and slipped out of his hands as he was trying to pull up on it. And that's why you saw it bounce the way it did. But 2 runners on now for Yankton, 1 out, and the guy has been hitting really well as of late in Liam Villanueva.
Yeah, he's 1 for 2 today, has a hit, and came around to score a first run of the day for Yankton. Struck out in his last appearance, though, and takes the ball to start this one. Villanueva, once again, the first hit of the day for post 12. Had a scorching single over to third base, or past the third base glove of Nettle in that second inning. So 2 on, 1 out for Villanueva. This one called a strike in the upper part of the zone to even the count at 1 apiece.
Not to retread the Pizza Hut sale from earlier, Josh, but I think my favorite part of the story is Yum Brands decided to streamline their portfolio and focus more on chains like KFC and Taco Bell.
Interesting. See, I love that that hybrid KFC Taco Bell here in town. I know there's one of the more interesting hybrids I ever remember as a kid was in Sioux City. They had like an A&W / Long John Silver's. I don't know if that's still there or not.
When Yum Brands kind of first started their conglomeration of Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFCs, they're rare in the United States, but there were a couple Kintaco Huts.
Kintaco Huts. Is this one hit kind of short? I think they're going to call that foul. They will off the bat of Villanueva. Would have been a tough throw for Wasman to make, but I think it hit part of the dirt there and called a foul ball.
Might have even hit off of Villanueva while he was still in the batter's box. As why they're pulling it back. But, yeah, for those who are unaware, the Kentucky Hut, combination KFC Taco Bell Pizza Hut.
I like that, the Kentucky.
They definitely existed at one point.
You can, whatever you feel like, you can get at a Kentucky Hut. If you want pizza, great. You want chicken, even better. If you want tacos, that's there too.
If you want a cheeseburger, don't come here.
Don't come here. Here's Villanueva. No, that throw outside was trying to catch Goki. Was Wassman. The throw over wide of the shortstop Brady, and that'll advance Goki to third base, and obviously Brayden, that's big. Now a sacrifice situation for Villanueva in play here, as well as now Goki once again just 90 feet away from home plate.
Fieser was ready to take off at first as well. Good play out in center field by Sporer to charge that one and make sure he stayed at first base after the wild throw.
Here's the 1-2 from Villanueva. It's in the dirt. Make it 2-2 on Yankton's first baseman. So runners on the corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Villanueva. Yankton with 5 runs here in the fourth leads 8-0. Here's the 2-2. This one outside, full count to Liam Villanueva.
There is some action in the Sioux Falls East bullpen. I haven't been able to get a good look at the number, but I believe that's 99, so that'd be the designated hitter Reed Atkinson that's over there messing around, or throwing around, I should say.
Yeah, you might be messing around. Who's to say? That one fouled off by Villanueva. A long at bat here.
When you're laboring the way Wassman has been this half inning on the mound, long at bats can just feel like an eternity.
Here's the full count to Villanueva. Fouls it off again. Unless there's a double play, Yankton will bat around this inning. It did start with Kudera at the plate, who was hit by a pitch to start.
With every pitch that Villanueva fouls off and extends this at-bat, it can get into the pitcher's mind, just what do I got to do to get rid of this guy?
And now the pitch to Villanueva outside for a ball. And just like that, Yankton with bases loaded again. Here's Villanueva's going to take the trip down to first base.
Looks like we're going to get a mound visit here, Josh, and this might be the end of the day for Wassman on the mound. Obviously, trouble in the second and fourth innings, but in the first and third, very consistent, pretty much 3 up, 3 down. So that's a mixed bag day for him that I think they're going to call to an end during this break in the action, courtesy of Kaiser Heating and Cooling.
And that is going to do it for Wassman. We're going to take a 90-second break here. We'll talk about our new pitcher as Yankton has bases loaded, leading 8-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. I'm Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler, KYNT, KYN-TV. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, we can do this. That's the Move Group. So move with Mason and the Move Group.
Move with Mason.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT. Yankton.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
At Vision Care Associates, we're always improving our technology for the health of your eyes. With OptoMap dilation-free exams, you get a comprehensive view of your retina without the need for dilation eye drops. It's quick, easy, and best of all, it keeps your day interruption-free. OptoMap captures a detailed image of your eye, helping to detect any problems. No blurriness, no discomfort, just clear, precise results. Book your OptoMap exam now.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
Still the bottom of the fourth here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Yankton's added 5 this inning. It's 8-0. They lead. Looking to add more here with bases loaded. Jackson Kura at the plate, and Brayden, a new pitcher on the mound for Sioux Falls East. It's Jack Robbins.
And Robbins this season, 5 1/3 innings pitched, all in relief for him. He's thrown 127 pitches to 30 batters faced, 4 hits, 10 runs, all earned, 8 strikeouts to 9 walks, 13 ERA, and 2.4 whip. But a lot of that can be when you're pitching short innings in relief, you give up 1 or 2 runs that can really balloon your ERA.
And with that, Jackson Cooter at the plate. We mentioned with this, Yankton has batted around this inning. He was hit by a pitch to start things. He'll take a strike to start this at-bat, make it 0-1 on Cooter. Robbins trying to keep this alive. Once again, if Yankton adds 2, this could be last time we see the bats for Yankton here in Game 1 today. This one hit past Loban for a hit there. Cooter, 1 run will score. Coming around to score, make it 2 runs, is Easton Feaser. And just like that, Brayden, it's a 2-run RBI single for Jackson Cooter. Make it 10-0. Yankton leads.
Yeah, it's just a tough play at second base there for Loban. Couldn't get the glove to it as he was moving to his right, has to reach across his body. And, a tough play like that, even on an infield hit, and you look at what happens. It sneaks by into the outfield, and you score 2 runs. And Yankton in the driver's seat, only 3 outs away if they go scoreless in the top of the 5th from winning this Game 1.
And a chance to do more damage as Simon Kampshoff takes a strike, and Brayden continues here. The bottom of this Yankton lineup making people pay. The 5 through 9 hitters have a total of 9 of the 10 RBIs for Yankton this afternoon against Sioux Falls East. So once again, the bottom half of this lineup getting the job done. Simon Kampshoff started the scoring here with an RBI single in the second. He takes a pitch inside for a strike. And once again, Yankton up 10-0 here. Runners on the corners looking to add to their lead. Robbins, the pitcher, he's got a 1-2 count on Kampshoff. This one popped high in the sky. Brady getting underneath it over at short and makes the catch. Record the second out of this inning. So 7 runs here in this 4th inning for Yankton. And like you said, the even innings been kind to post 12 here today. All 10 runs coming in the 2nd and the 4th for post 12. But with that, Christian Weir at the plate. He did have a bunt single in this inning, so he takes a high pitch for a ball to start this at-bat.
Feels like a while ago now, but that's just when you score 7 runs in 1/2 inning, it's going to take a while. And it was a well-placed infield single on that bunt, towed the third base line perfectly.
Robbins trying to limit the damage here. Runners on the corners. So that pitch is high for a ball.
And if you remember back to that bunt as well, Josh, that was how Yankton loaded the bases in the first place in this half inning.
Yeah, well-placed bunt from Christian Weir, the designated hitter today. So he's got a 2-0 count, make it 2-1. The pitch in for a strike from Robbins.
I was going to say as well, with him ahead 2-0 in the count a few moments ago, if he draws a walk, he could load the bases for a second time this half inning.
Robbins in for a strike, just 1 away from getting out of this inning. Christian Weir once again at the plate. We will probably, I assume, see back Reichen next inning because he's pitching well. He's only given up 1 hit, but it's been a while since he's been out there, Brayden, as that pitch outside to Weir for a ball.
I think I just heard head coach Drew Lawrence from the third base coaching box yell for Beck, so maybe just to warm him up a little bit and get loose.
It's that one outside. It's going to walk the bases loaded. Christian Weir reaches safely. Here, once again, another bases loaded situation for post 12 in the bottom of the 4th.
I only caught the end of it, so he might have also said Jack to give Jackson Cooter the Iggy to run to second base no matter what, considering it was a 3-2 count with 2 outs.
Now bases loaded for Carter Boomsma. He's 1 for 1. He fouls that off. I believe was hit by a pitch this inning as well. And now has a chance once again. Yankton up 10 here, 3 outs away from closing this one out and just trying to add to their lead here. Give a couple insurance runs, I guess, to that 10-run lead.
And Sioux Falls East does not want to see the guy in the on-deck circle come to the plate with the bases loaded.
This one's hit out towards left. Is it going to get down? It will in the gap. 1 run scores. Coming around here, 2-run score is Jackson Cooter. It's a 2-run hit there for Carter Boomsma as runners will advance to second and third on the wild throw. It's now 12-0 here, post 12 in the fourth.
Watching it again, your Vision Care Associates replay, just a good piece of hitting. Runner from third was taken off no matter what, and I think Cooter might have got caught in between a little bit there. He looked like he was trying to tag and look where the ball was, even though it was a 2-out situation, and made it a closer play than it might have needed to be at home, but still able to slide in safely, so all is well that ends okay for post 12.
That pitch in the dirt. Now Brayden, as Tate Bestie comes up. Between the 8 and 9 hitters for Yankton today, 4 for 4, 7 RBIs between Carter Boomsma and Tate Bestie. And Bestie here once again, as it's 12-0 runners on second and third with 2 outs, 2-0 count now to Bestie. Has a chance to add to his total today if he can get another hit right here. So yeah, once again, 7 RBIs between Carter Boomsma and Tate Bestie. 9 runs total in this fourth as that one plunks Bestie, my goodness, and loads the bases once again here for Yankton.
And that one just sounded painful, Josh. I know our crowd mic picks up pretty well down the sounds we hear from home plate, and that one sounded pretty solid thud in my ears.
So now bases loaded for Gavin Johnson. He's 0 for 3, but did advance a runner on a nice fly out to center field earlier this inning. A 9-run fourth if you're just tuning in. Yankton leads 12-0 over Sioux Falls East post 15. This is the first of 2 games Yankton will play today. They'll play Sioux Falls West later tonight. As Johnson, he's got a hit. 1 run will score. 2 will score. It's a 2-run RBI single for Gavin Johnson. Make it 14-0 post 12.
Another look again at your Vision Care Associates replay. Just another fine piece of hitting for Yankton post 12. Slapped it right between the third baseman and shortstop. 2 more runs come across for Gavin Johnson and Yankton. And good to see Johnson getting back and being part of the hit parade now. He was the only Yankton post 12 player that did not have a hit going into that at-bat.
So Yankton obviously putting up a crooked number here in the fourth. 11 runs have come across in this fourth inning, and now Sam Goki at the plate as Robbins just trying to find a way to get that last out. A nightmare inning, to say the least, for post 15.
No, on a technicality, is 11 a crooked number? Because 2 or more is crooked, I know, is the gimmick.
This one slapped out to right to end it, but yeah, Brayden, a crazy inning there. 11 runs come across for Yankton. They lead 14-0 and are just 3 outs away from putting this one to bed. When we come back, Beck Reichen on the mound. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KYNT, KYN-TV. Inning breaks brought to you by Avera. I'm Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Save time when you shop online with Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes it easy to order groceries online through our app or Hy-Vee.com. Pickup is always free. And if you have a Perks Plus membership, you get free delivery and free express pickup. Shop online with Hy-Vee and you can create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Talk about convenience. Order groceries online today. Check out Hy-Vee.com or download the Hy-Vee app.
Text scams continue to rise, and victims who have lost money to these scams continues to increase. Consumers cannot rely on a text message to be truthful. If you receive a message regarding a fine for missing jury duty, your utilities being shut off for non-payment, toll road fines, or you've won a sweepstakes, these are scams designed with an urgency and the need to send money now. Do not respond to these texts, and you should contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986. That's 800-300-1986 for the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division.
Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler here, KYNT, KYN-TV as Yankton post 12. Just 3 outs away from closing this one here against Sioux Falls East post 15. 11 runs in the fourth inning for Yankton as they lead 14-0. And Beck Reichen looking to close this one out as he's given up just 1 hit today and a walk. Only allowed 2 base runners. It was Lunders both times. Now is with that Reed Atkinson, the designated hitter for post 15 at the plate. To keep this one alive, Brayden, going to have to find a way to score 5 here in the top of the 5th.
And Beck Ryken's got to feel like he was pitching yesterday with how long that bottom of the fourth inning took out there on the field for Yankton post 12, and misses his first spot there to go behind on the count 1-0.
Swing and a miss from Atkinson. Evens the count at 1 apiece. So yeah, once again, 11 runs in that bottom of the fourth. And it's kind of crazy on the scoreboard here at Riverside Field. It just says 1. So if someone came in here, that one's lined over and caught at first base by Liam Villanueva, 1 down. Someone who just tuned in or here at the park probably thinking, 1 run in the fourth. What happened? No, it was 11. It was 11 there, but I guess that doesn't really matter necessarily to our viewers at home. More so just anybody trying to watch here at the park. And a beautiful day for it. That's a ball. Sporer at the plate. He did strike out in his lone plate appearance. Inside for a ball, make it 2-0 on Sporer. Once again, Yankton just 2 outs away from closing this one out. This is first of 2 games as this one's sent out into right field. Easton Fieser turning on the Jets a little bit to get on that one. Got a good jump and makes the catch. Just 1 out away for Beck Ryken here from finishing this one off.
And Beck has pitched a fantastic game and 1 out away from technically completing a complete game shutout here in 5 innings, but just staying dominant on the mound. We talked about it coming in. His first 14 innings pitched, had not given up a run, and he's got him scoreless through 4 2/3 so far.
That one a ball to Brady. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Ryken. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ryken so far 4 2/3, just 1 hit, giving up 1 walk as well, 6 strikeouts. So this one's popped in the air. Trying to make a run for it are both Ryken and Villanueva, and it is caught, my goodness, as Ryken and Villanueva almost run into each other, but avoid disaster and close this one out. Yankton defeats Sioux Falls East post 15, 14-0 here to win their first game of 2. They'll face Sioux Falls West later tonight. But before we get to that, we got a lot to go here on this broadcast. We'll have our post game coming up here in just a couple minutes. We'll talk about everything. We'll break down the stats, give your award winners, hear from Coach Drew Lawrence, and so much more. We're going to take a break here and start your post game in just a couple minutes. I'm Josh Boelter, Brayden Butler, KYNT, KYN-TV. Yankton wins 14-0.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask about them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
When pain or injury slows you down, waiting isn't an option. That's why Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-in Care is available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, right here in Yankton. No appointment is needed. Just walk in and you will be seen. It's faster access to the expert care that you deserve from doctors who live and invest in this community. We're not just your doctors, we're your neighbors. I'm Dr. Brent Adams, orthopedic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team and we're here for you.
Upgrading your home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, we're getting a home office moment. When it's time to renovate or relocate for your growing family, our local FNBO mortgage lenders provide the personalized experience and expert guidance to make the home financing process go smoothly. We handle the details so you can focus on making the house your home. Your mortgage moment will be memorable, and FNBO is here to get you there. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. Equal Housing Lender.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Boelter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Boelter, Vantage Financial, to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
In nearly every family's lineage, there's a tie to agriculture. It's a legacy reflected in how we raise our kids, help our neighbors, and respect what we have. Farmers Union Insurance was built on that legacy. And while our roots are in agriculture, our protection has grown to include home, auto, business, health, and life. Protect your legacy. Farmers Union Insurance.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYNTV. Time for your post-game report, courtesy of Mason Schramm and the Move Group. You buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group, and we're going to kick things off with your post-game coach interview from Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. Contact your local State Farm Insurance agent, Rhonda Westland, to ensure you have the best coverage at the best price for your home, auto, or life insurance. Well, Coach, a big win for you guys in Legion play for, it feels like consistently for the first time in a while. I know you had a Legion game this past weekend with Pierre, but a couple classics as of late, and a 14-0 win. You guys were dominant throughout. I think it starts really on the mound. Beck Reichen, another shutout for him and another great start.
Yeah, Becker did a really good job. It's probably as sharp as I've seen him in the last couple of weeks, so that's good to see. Yeah, that game wasn't exactly how I thought it was going to go. I think that's a good team. They just had a bad day, and so it worked out well for us, I guess, but definitely not how I thought it was going to go. I didn't think we'd play 5 innings, have that many hits, and score that many runs, but it's good to see. We had a lot of hits from top to bottom of the lineup, which we need. We need our guys to do this. That was the first time in it feels like over a week that we actually played real baseball. We did everything pretty much correct and right, and bunted and stole bases and played defense and threw strikes. That was a complete game, and we haven't done that in a while, so it's good.
Looking at overall stats, 14 runs on 11 hits, no errors, which I know always makes coaches happy. And everybody got a hit today for your lineup, including the guy batting leadoff. We saw Gavin Johnson back in the lineup after picking up a bit of an injury last weekend. So it's good to see him back out there. I know it didn't look like quite 100%, but just having him back out there and playing well.
No, he's not at 100, but he, he's got some damage in his quad, and he's hurting a little bit, and he's been getting treatment. I know this last week trying to get back. He was trying to get back for the Pierre game. It was a little too soon, but just having him behind the plate makes a huge difference. I don't know. I don't know if someone could find a better defensive catcher than Gavin Johnson in this state, and I'd be really wanting to see who that would be so I could go watch him. So he helps us out tremendously. Obviously, he was out, and we had a couple guys fill in, and they did a really good job. Caden Hunoff filled in, caught a bunch of games, and then Brandon Gilmore came in and caught a bunch of games. So while it's not great to not have Gavin, it's good to be able to see who we have available going through the future so these guys can catch some games. And they did a good job, and they're going to catch some games as well.
Bottom of the order, I mean, top to bottom, we already talked about it. Everybody got a hit today. But bottom of the order really showed out. Between your 8 and 9 hitters, Carter Boomsma and Tate Bestie, a combined 4 for 4, 7 combined RBIs, and 4 combined runs between the two of them.
Yeah, and they've been up and down. Like, they haven't been in the 8 and 9 before. They've been in the 5, 6, spring even higher. It just depends. And so we fluctuate our lineup quite a bit based on how everyone's doing that week or those last couple of weeks. And because we've done it so many times and because we continue to do it, it's not a big deal. They just, wherever they're at in the lineup, they're just going to hit. So we do it based off of a couple of different things, not necessarily results, but at-bats, how you're doing good at-bats. Are you seeing the ball well? Are we swinging well? And so, yeah, the lineup now might not be the lineup for next week. You never know. And so, like I said, it doesn't matter these guys where they're at. They're just going to go out and play, which is a really good attribute to have.
Another game tonight, Sioux Falls West. It's scheduled for a 6:30 p.m. first pitch. I do want to, as part of this question, ask timing tonight. If things wrap up early, and I know the couple games between East and West and Dakota Valley, would you guys start early, or is that pretty locked in where it's 6:30 or later, depending on how everything goes?
I think it would depend on the West Dakota Valley game. I think they're going to show up at a certain time regardless, because they asked that question. I didn't need them sitting here for 4 hours if they were waiting to get ahead. So I think that game will start. What's that schedule? At 4?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to stay a hard 4. And then from there, we'll go by however the game finishes. Once that game starts at 4, we can start the next game whenever that game ends, and we can play the next one. But should be a good game. Sioux Falls West is really good. They're going to have good pitching like they always do, and they have a good lineup. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to play them.
Should be a lot of fun tonight. We will stay scheduled for right now at 6 p.m. for pregame. If things are running a little quicker, I mean, I can watch games from my balcony if I'm at my apartment, yep. So that helps a lot. But if games are running a little quicker, stay tuned to our social medias, and we might start pregame a little earlier this evening. But as of right now, 6 p.m. pregame, 6:30 first pitch between Yankton and Sioux Falls West. Coach, thanks for coming up and talking today. Congratulations on a big win in Game 1, and good luck tonight against West.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Head coach Drew Lawrence, the Yankton Post 12 here on KYNT and KYN TV. We're going to take a break, come back in a couple minutes, and wrap things up here from Riverside Field.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury,
check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It's easy to fall into the weekend warrior routine. A long hike, a hard gym session, a pickup game, or a full day of yard work can feel productive until your body reminds you it hasn't been building up to that load. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. Injuries often happen when the demand suddenly outpaces what your joints and muscles are prepared for. Want to stay active without the setbacks? Visit First Chiropractic Centers today with offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner, inspiring and empowering others to healthier living.
When it comes to Medicare, you deserve local, personal help, not a call center. I'm Jen Great with Missouri River Associates, right here in your community. I'll sit down with you, answer your questions, and help you find the coverage that fits your life. Call 665-6885 to schedule your free consultation. Missouri River Associates, your hometown Medicare resource.
There's a moment in every real estate deal that matters more than the contract. It usually happens at a kitchen table. Maybe it's a young couple realizing they can actually afford their first home. Maybe it's a family deciding it is time to build something new. At the Move Group, that's the moment we work for. Not the commission, not the closing. The moment a person looks up and says, "We can do this." That's the Move Group. People before transactions. Visit themovegroup.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures your risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
For
From sprains to fractures, getting the right care quickly makes all the difference. That's why we offer Yankton Medical Clinic Orthopedic Walk-In Care, weekdays from 8 to 5. Walk in and be seen, no appointment needed. It's expert care, faster access, and a team that's part of your community. Because here, you're more than a patient, you're our neighbor. I'm Dr. Benjamin Lancaster, orthopedic surgeon with Yankton Medical Clinic. I'm proud to call Yankton home. We're your orthopedic team, and we're here for you.
Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Yankton wins game one of their day, 14-0 over Sioux Falls Post 15 East. Yankton will play Post 15 West tonight. That's scheduled for a 6:30 p.m. first pitch. You heard it from head coach Drew Lawrence a few moments ago in your post-game coach interview. If the West versus Dakota Valley game gets wrapped up early, Josh, that game might start early as well. So keep an eye on social media tonight, our KYNT pages. If we start our broadcast early, we will let you know. But breaking down game number one of the day still, Josh, a 14-0 win, and your stat recap courtesy of Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They're on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Basically, anything that could have went right today for Yankton Post 12.
Yeah, an incredible day, and we'll go ahead and just go down the lineup. Gavin Johnson had a hit and 2 RBIs. Sam Goki had a hit and an RBI, came around to score. Easton Fieser had a hit and later came around to score. Liam Villanueva had a hit and scored twice. Jackson Kudera had a hit, 2 RBIs, and scored twice. Simon Kampshoff had an RBI single and scored twice. Christian Weir had a hit on a bunt and then scored twice. Carter Boomsma had 2 hits, had 3 RBIs, and scored 3 times. Tate Bestie had 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and scored as well. I mean, it up and down the lineup, just incredible. Then you look at the pitching numbers here. Beck Reichen, 5 innings pitched, just 1 hit, gave up 1 walk, and 6 punch-outs as well to cap off his day. So like you said, everything that could go right did go right for Post 12 today.
And now it's time to crown your players of the game as well, Josh. Offensive player of the game, courtesy of Hy-Vee, where there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. We talked about it very early on that he was the clubhouse leader for the award, and we're going to give it to him today. Tate Bestie finishes 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, and scores a run of his own to really power this Yankton offense.
Yeah, once again, 2 for 2 today. Had a run, 4 RBIs. That 2 RBI infield single there in the second inning really kind of got things going outside of an RBI single before that, but still kind of sparked the offense there, and an incredible day for him. Once again, 2 for 2, 4 RBIs. Just a really good day for him.
Defensive player of the game, courtesy of Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I know the game only went 5 innings, but another complete game for Beck Reichen and another shutout. He has not allowed a run through his first 19 innings on the mound in the Legion season. He's your defensive player of the game.
I mean, you just heard Coach Lawrence talk about it. He looks sharp today. 6 strikeouts, just giving up that 1 hit and a walk, and 5 shutout. I mean, yeah, been zooming and playing well here in the Legion season, and continued that here today.
Hustler of the game, courtesy of H&H Roofing. H&H Roofing has got you covered, and as it seems to be the case most of the time with this award, Josh, Carter Boomsma tied for the team high in total bases, had the lone steal of the game, finishes 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. He was moving on the base paths.
Yeah, once again, I mean, it didn't get a chance to really necessarily steal or anything like that, but with scoring 3 runs, and once again, just what he can do with his legs out on the base paths can cause a lot of damage to teams, and teams have to game plan for that and be aware of it, and just being out there and produce on the base paths as he always does.
Another great game for Yankton. They improve their record on the season. They're now 5-2 in Legion play so far. Your schedule preview from Parker Hannafin of Yankton. Look ahead to a brighter future with a new career at Parker of Yankton. All benefits begin day 1. Learn more at parker.com. Parker, engineering your success. Later tonight, 6 p.m. pregame is what it's currently scheduled for. We'll be here for that. If we hear that it might be starting sooner, we'll let you know on our social media, and we'll go from there. But I'm pretty locked into the idea of 6 p.m. starting things for the broadcast tonight, Josh. No matter if Yankton it does start maybe 10 minutes earlier. If it's more than that, obviously we'll reconsider. But should be another fun matchup tonight. Sioux Falls West coming into today ranked 3rd in the Legion standings, while Yankton was ranked 4th. So that's 2 of the top teams in the class right now.
Yeah, unless they're in the middle of the second inning, we're also going to still start at 6:30. So you'll get it when you get it. No, I'm just kidding. It should be a really good one tonight. Two great teams, obviously that had big runs in the Lewis and Clark Classic recently, and they're going to face off tonight in a primetime matchup. I'm looking forward to it.
Should be a great one tonight. We'll be back for that one. Both of us will be back for that one. But that's going to wrap up our coverage of game number 1 today. Sioux Falls East is going to play Dakota Valley here shortly, and then Dakota Valley will play Sioux Falls West. So if you want to watch some baseball here at Riverside Field on a Tuesday summer afternoon, come on down and watch some great games. But until later tonight, stay safe, be good people. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We will talk at you later. This has been Yankton Post 12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.